So here we are in northern Arkansas, and we're going to try to catch us some smallmouth or trout or whatever wants to bite right here. We're going to see what we can catch. Oh, me. Come here, you little fella. He's right back in the water. He's going right back in the water, a little long-eared sunfish. Little long-eared sunfish. Yep, that's something anyway. We got one. We got us a little trout. Got us a little trout here. He's not bad looking. He's not bad looking. Not bad at all. I'll get down and get our hands wet here in the water. Yeah. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. You don't want to touch him if you don't have to. He picked that up on the reel when I was reeling it in. So let's put another night crawler on here. See what we can do. Went up to the truck and got my dip net. That way if I get another one, I can dip him up out there. Show him off a little bit. hit. Got him. We got him. Little brim. Little small brim. There we go. Little bluegill. Not bad. He's not bad. Get that hook out of your mouth. There you go. Little bluegill. Let's go back in the water. Bye-bye, buddy. That's 2 in the last 5 minutes. A trout and a bluegill. We need a smallmouth, and we have 3 species. Or largemouth. There's largemouth in here as well. Oh, got one. We got one. Little trout, little rainbow. Little rainbow. Not very big. But he's a fish. He's a fish. I'll get him up here. Oh, he's pretty though. He is a pretty one. Be still now, buddy. Be still. Don't want to squeeze you too hard. Don't want to squeeze you too hard. I gotta get you on camera. Oh. Get you on camera. There you go. He's a pretty color. There you go. Back in the water. Take off. Alright, he's back out there. He's back out in the water. Brandon's gonna hurt him there for a minute. Out there. There we go. There we go. We got him. Maybe a little, no, it's a little trout. Thought it might have been a smallie. Nope. It's a nice little trout there. It's a nice one. That is a nice one right there. Be still, buddy. Be still. There, let's get a good look at you on the camera here. Be still, buddy. You're fine. You're fine. He's probably about 13 inches. We'll get him back down there in the water. Go on. Go on, buddy. There you go. Get him on out of here. Alright. That was fun. We can get us another one. I'd like to get a smallmouth. Hung up on a rock or something out there. There, I hope I didn't pull my hook off. Probably did. If I did, I'm gonna have to rebait up. Yep. Pulled my leader off. Alright. So, I'm gonna go up and get another head rig. Put it back on it. Well, I decided to tie on a black hellgrammite. There's a smallmouth right in front of me, so big. The thing was huge. Right there in front of me. Anyway, I'm going to tie on this black hellgrammite and let it float with the current. See what happens with it. we go. We got something. Oh, little trout. Got us a little trout. Oh, he fighting. Oh, he got off. He got off, but he was a fighting. And he hit the hellgrammite. So that tells me they will hit it. They will hit the hellgrammite then. All right. Okay, I've got a little trout. Another little trout. Got him off. There he goes. There he goes. The easiest way to get them off is just to let them come off right there at the bank. That way you don't have to touch them. You don't have to injure them. It still counts as catching. You don't have to lip a trout. I don't care what anybody says. You don't have to. And this run, they're fun catching on this hellgrammite. I'd like to get me a good smallmouth on it. The hellgrammite's pretty easy to fish. Basically, all you gotta do is throw it out there and let the current take it down, let it naturally do its own thing. And they'll pick it up most of the time. They seem to slacked off of it now. Wondering if I need to go to something different. Go back to my night crawlers before they die, and then I'll go back to the hellgrammite here in a minute. Probably that night crawler hanging off the end of that hook a little bit where it'll wiggle in that water. See if it can't draw some attention to it. Move on back up here. Okay, went back to the earthworms and I hung up on a rock out there and broke my line off. The only Ned rigs I've got left are 1/8 ounce. They're heavier than I like to use, and they're a bigger hook, but that's what I'm using now, so we'll see what happens. Oh, all right. Well, you got something on here. Hey, he's putting up a fight. He's a good size one. Ah, a little smallie. Little smallie. Not bad. Not bad. There's the smallie that I've been waiting on. Get still there, little buddy. There we go. That's a pretty fish. Let me get around here where the sunlight's on him. There we go. Yeah. That's a nice looking little smallie right there. Now, he put up a fight. He's heavy too. I don't know how long you are. About maybe 12 inches long. Maybe. Be pretty. Little red eyes. Back in the water there, buddy. Bye. That's a whole lot different feeling than them trout. Wasn't sure if I had him or if I was hung up at first because it was solid. It was solid. Put me another worm on there. So that's we've actually caught 4 different species today. We caught a little long-eared sunfish. Caught a bluegill. We've caught trout, and we've caught a smallmouth. Yeah, they're getting where they ain't hitting that much. I'm using night crawlers and those black hellgrammites. So. Well, our trip up here to northern Arkansas, to the river up here, didn't turn out too bad. We got 4 different species. We got a little small sunfish, a little long-eared sunfish, and then we got a bluegill. We got, I don't know how many trout, 5 or 6, I think it was, trout, and one or two good-sized ones. And then I caught 1 smallmouth and saw some big smallmouth swimming out in front of me out there, but no luck catching them. But anyway, we had a good time this time. Last weekend we didn't catch a thing up here. I didn't even get to make a video last week, unless I wanted to do one with bloopers, because I ended up falling in the mud and didn't catch nothing. Hung up I don't know how many times. It just was a bad weekend last weekend, but today was really, really good. And it's really pretty up here. There's a waterfall up here where the spring comes out of the ground up here, and it's all just really nice up here. I'm at a campground right now that I parked it so I could come out here to the river and fish. And I'll turn this around where y'all can see the river here in just a second. So here's the river. Nice, pretty colored, blue-green colored water. It's not real crystal clear. It's a little bit murky, which is really better for fishing because the fish can't see you as well as they could if it was crystal clear, and it helps you not spook them so bad. But there's some deep holes out here, and there's some shoals up here, and people fishing and catching trout and whatnot out of here. It's really, really pretty. It is really a pretty river, and it begins right up here past this bridge. Up there past the bridge, there's a waterfall, and I'll drive around for some footage of the waterfall in here too. Okay, so this is where the river actually begins. This is the spring where it comes out of the ground and forms the river that I was fishing in over there across the road. But it is really, really magnificent, this spring. I mean, it pumps out, I don't know how many millions of gallons of water per hour, but a bunch, and it is huge. It's huge. So this is the spring. Believe it or not, this is a spring coming up out of the ground right here. It's really, really, really awesome. And then it goes through here into the pond, and it goes over the dam down here where the waterfall is. I'll walk down to it here in just a second. And this is the pond where the water was coming under that walk bridge that I was on from the spring. Makes this pond. I don't know if they have this stocked with fish or not. I imagine they probably do. I haven't ever found out if you can fish it or not. I had never asked, but there's plenty over there in the river though. So we'll walk on down here to where it crosses the dam. Okay, this is the falls I was talking about coming over the dam. But anyway, this is where the water runs into the river. The river starts forming and it goes down the bridge down there. the other side of it fishing a while ago, so we've done the video. It's on the other side of that bridge. There's a trout hatchery right over the way there where they hatch them out and they put them in here, release them every so often. Actually, trout are not native to this area, so they have the hatcheries put them in here, and they don't really reproduce in here too much. That's why they have to keep running the hatcheries. The brown trout will, but rainbows won't. Here's the view from the top of the dam. Clouds. Had to clip some water out. Now there's the bridge. Here's the pond again. We'll walk on across. Here's where the old power company was at one time. Right here. Arkansas, Missouri Power Company. 1927.